Hey, I'm Yasser Khan and I'm the author of Property Agent Secrets book. So the only way to find out if you're fully committed is by growing your business. That's how you know that you're fully committed. If you're not growing your business is dying. And but many even tell me that, hey, Yasser, I don't have the money to invest in my business because I can't grow my business because it takes money to make money. And they may be saying that because they're not closing deals, they don't have enough customers, or they don't have enough leads or inquiries coming in, and that's why they justify that, it takes money to make money. And they say that all the top producers are at the top precisely because they have the money to reinvest back into the business. And let me tell you something, there is hope for you, and it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't work that way. All right. So the saying, there's a popular saying out there which is, to me, is complete bullshit. It says that it takes money to make money, and that's bullshit. Why is that? Because that is only applicable for bankers. We are not in the banking business, we're in the business of real estate. We sell real estate, we help people buy real estate. So here's the thing. All right. All those years ago, the other day I was talking to my mentor. All right. And my mentor was saying something about how the old school way, or the old school definition of who is an entrepreneur. So all those years ago, in the olden days, there was this saying about entrepreneurs, that entrepreneurs are people who solve problems for a profit. And it seems that many realtors have forgotten about this reality, that yeah, we do solve problems for a living, and we don't get paid before solving their problem. Is there any realtor out there who is prepaid realtor who gets paid before solving the problem? No, right? And this is the thing about the thing that we keep forgetting, that we are here to solve the problem of consumers. All right. So the thing is that, how do we know what is the problem? What is the thing that how should we focusing our time on the problem? And this is something that I'm very, 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 I feel very strongly about it. Actually, I learned this from my mentor, David Sandler. And he taught me that people buy emotionally but justify it intellectually. And let me give you an example. The day I bought my Rolex watch, is obviously it's an expensive high ticket item, right? My wife was horrified, and she was like, why did you buy something so expensive? And I justified it by saying, hey, okay, before that, I bought it emotionally. Why? Because I wanted to feel good. I wanted to look good. I wanted to feel like I'm rich. I'm being honest with you. I'm completely being honest. I mean, that's the real me. All right. And to be honest, that's why I bought my expensive Rolex watch. And my wife was horrified. And what happened next was that I tried to justify it to her by saying that, hey, don't worry, Rolex watches are always in demand and they appreciate in price. That's why their resale value is always increasing. And I justified that. So it's true. When I look at real estate customers, they do the exact same thing. They buy emotionally and then they justify it intellectually, right? So this is how human beings work. And in real estate, your customers are also regular people, and who also think and act the same way as everybody else. All right. So pain and pleasure is something that I also learned from David Sandler. And people, prospects, buyers and sellers and customers, that doing two things all the time. They are either moving towards pleasure, right, or they're moving away from pain. So it's pleasure versus pain, right? So let me give you an example. In boom times, in an economic boom, in times of prosperity, what are people doing? They're busy buying, into pleasure, right? They're buying things for pleasure. They're going out there and they're buying, condominiums, they're buying expensive watches, they're gonna buying expensive cars and all that. Why? Because they're going towards pleasure. They want to feel good, they want to look good, they want to be they want respect, right? They want to be complimented for their taste, right? So that's why they're moving towards pleasure by splurging on themselves. And in times of recession, like right now, we are going through an economic downturn right now, right? So in an economic downturn, what is happening is that people, they're not going towards pleasure anymore. They're moving away from pain. They're moving away from the pain of loss. They're moving away from the pain of looking bad. All right, they're moving away from the pain of loss of income or loss of whatever. Right. So their decisions, their actions are going to be completely different. Right. And because they're moving away from pain, you know let me tell you something about pain. Pain is the strongest emotion. Is the strongest emotion of all. There's no other emotion that's stronger than pain. Why do I say that? Because people will do anything, and I mean literally anything, to avoid dealing with pain. Have you come across a seller who don't mind selling their house at a loss? Why? Because that property is bleeding them dry and they want to get rid of it. It's the pain in their ass and they want to get rid of the pain as soon as possible. That's why human beings, you must understand, other people, other human beings are just like us. They would do anything, anything, literally anything to avoid pain. And there's numerous instances, so many countless examples of people doing that, and people make bad decisions as well, and just to get rid of the pain, they can do anything. So pain is very powerful. Pain is very important for you to understand, right? So right now we are in an economic recession, and in this recession, people are moving away from pain. And for you, how to grow your real estate, how to grow your career as a realtor, your real estate business, you must understand, you must first find out the pain. So let me give you the 3-step formula, very simple, nothing complicated. All right, so here's the thing: you got to find the pain, the most bothersome pain that your prospects are having. All right, the second step is go and look for a solution. Remember, you get paid to solve a problem, right? Be a problem solver. Be there for them. Use active listening to find out what they want. All right, and then when you know what the problem is, you offer them a solution. And the third thing is to just repeat this all over again. Look for pain, give them a solution, repeat, repeat, repeat. And that's how you build a business. But I know it sounds easy, but it's not easy. It sounds simple. So simple is not always easy. All right. So let me elaborate more on that. How do you go and do it? Right. So the first thing is, how do you know what your prospects really want? And I'm still surprised even today that many agents don't bother finding out. It's very simple. Go and ask. Just ask. Very simple. Even if you're in person meeting, if you're in one-to-one meeting, ask them. All right, then you call them up, email them, WhatsApp them. Just go and ask them what bothers them, and then what you should, because why is that important? Because if you don't ask, it's like you're driving with faulty headlines in a dark tunnel. You can't see anything. You're bound to crash, and that is what I see happening all the time. Agents, they keep crashing, and they don't even know what hit them, because they don't know what the prospects want, so they can't give it to them, right? So how do you find out? Just ask. Simple. It's so simple. I'm still surprised that many agents don't do it. Go and ask your clients, go and ask your prospects, what do they want, what's the problem, what's the pain they're having. Either do they want to save money, do they want to make money, or for example, what's the most bothersome pain that they're having. Go and ask, right? And the next step is, when you know what your prospects want, what your client's pain is, it's easier for you, because then you become a realtor. That is where you put into practice what you were taught when you were getting your license. All right, and then after that, yeah, just be yourself, just be an agent, just offer them solutions, just use your analytical skills, just use your problem solving skills to solve the problem. And then you keep repeating this again and again and again, and that is how you build a business. And that is how, when you have money coming in, so now you understand, it's not about making money from money. It's about solving problems, solving real problems. When you solve those problems, you will have money coming in, and that is how you will never have to rely on your savings again.